So I'm finally starting to put the beds together again for this year. This whole area has been a complete mess, but I finally had to mow. So I picked up all the trash for last year because I basically just abandoned when we had the baby. But starting to have a little bit more time now, not a ton, but a little. I filled up the beds with what free compost I was able to get into my car because my truck is not working this year, but that's fine. Still got a lot in the car. All right, so what do we got going on? I got some strawberry starts. The rest are over there. They got a little sad the first day out in the sun, so the other person that I got them from might have had them in the shade. Anyways, they'll be fine. This is the partial sun area. I've got my rhubarb, doing good. We got 2 of the crowns survived out of the big chunk that I was gifted. We got onions coming up. I thought that the squirrels got all of them, but it seems like maybe like 5 to 10 survived of what I had planted. This is a dead fig from last year. We didn't take very good care of it. These are some of the brassicas that I'm working on getting cages made for. There's potatoes in here. I'm not sure that they're going to work. It was kind of late. They weren't seeded real well, but we tried it. They were from somebody's leftover groceries that went too long. So one of my big things is I don't use pesticides, organic or otherwise. So I try to do a lot of interplanting and a lot of just like confusing bugs with smells. So lots of herbs everywhere. This is a Walla Walla onion that got left over from last year. It didn't have enough time to completely bulb last year, and so I'm wondering if maybe it's just going to pick back up again this year. If not, onions really deter bugs, so it's fine there. We got some marjoram. I just moved that in here. Let's see, some silverleaf thyme over there, some other kind of thyme right here, sage right here. I cut that one all the way back because it was pretty scraggly, and it's looking good again already. Nice and bushy and pretty. We've got I planted some bunching onions. Once I thought the squirrels ate all of my onions, I just started sticking bunching onions everywhere. But another onion coming up right here, another one over there. And then here we have peas. These are Lincoln peas. So these are Lincoln peas, and those are Lincoln peas, which are a shelling pea, my favorite kind of pea, not snow peas or snap peas. So one of these, I can't remember which, seems like maybe this one, is new peas that I bought from the nursery, and then the other one is peas that I saved from last year. So experimenting with seed saving. Got some more bunching onions. This is maybe my bushiest herb. I just cut this back for the second time this spring, and it's coming back. So this is my oregano. I think I'm probably going to chop this up and divide it because honestly, we use so much oregano, and each time I come out here I feel like I'm about to kill the plant just grabbing oregano for like 2 days worth of marinara sauce. So I think I'm going to try and divide it into 3 and get like 3 big bushy plants going. Let's see, nothing in these were carrots last year. I thought maybe I'd see some carrots coming up. Oh, apparently I stuffed some bunching onions here too. You can see that's what that seed is bunching onion seed. So got some over here too. Like I said, I just kind of started plugging them everywhere. So these are, let's see what these are. Either a snap pea or a snow pea. I had them covered until recently. Okay, so these are a white snow pea. That should be fun. And these are canoe peas. So also a shelling pea, I think. It's from Territorial. I can't remember. Couple random onions in this bed. These are all my radishes. I need to plant a couple more successions of radishes because we love radishes. Let's see, what else? More bunching onions. Oh, this is my one volunteer carrot. I let all of my carrots go to seed, and the birds went crazy for them. And so there was like no self-seeded carrots, but this one. So maybe it will be delicious. Probably just gonna let it go to seed. Let's see, a bunch of leftover stuff. I'm gonna break down this bed. Somebody gave me a cedar bed. I'm not sure I'm gonna be able to get dirt in to fill it this year, but I think that maybe I'm gonna break down this temporary bed I made out of this rice super sack and fill that up. I've been moving the barrels. The barrels last year were self-wicking planters, but I think that this year I'm not going to do self-wicking planters. Those were the air reservoirs or water reservoir space fillers. But I've been drilling holes in the bottom and just filling them with dirt. And I think I'm just going to put like tomatoes, maybe eggplants in these this year. So more bunching onions. So this is like, I cleared this out of grass and mixed some compost in with it. I'm going to put cabbages in ground this year. I've been looking to move more of my garden directly into the ground. And I think that I'm going to start with cabbages because they work well in clay, rocky soil. So there were barrels on top of this last year. And so it kind of cleared the grass for me. So I've got some good space there. So I'll probably mix in a little bit of compost and throw some cabbages in. Cabbages right there, maybe cabbages along that back wall, I'm not sure. But that's pretty much where I am at out here. Let's do a quick look. This got like smashed to the ground with our late hail snow last year, euphorbia, but it's coming back in full force. It's very pretty, very poisonous. The sap will send you to the emergency room. So with the baby starting to toddle around, I might dig this up and get rid of this. We've got some foxgloves, which I abandoned last year, but they have come back really strong this year. Also poisonous, more to dogs, I think, than people. So I might put them in a planter up high if I can be responsible enough to deadhead them. More of my strawberries are covering. Dead tomatoes from last year. Like I said, I have not gotten to this soon enough. This is an elderberry I let die last year. But it looks like it's coming back from the base. Lemon balm I let die. I'm not sure if all these are little lemon balms from when it went to seed, but I'll see. Probably just weeds. Let's see. My chives, I think I got to throw this in the garden somewhere because onions and alliums are so good at deterring pests. So this is some kind of native. It has gooseneck flowers. The common name is some kind of gooseneck. And I just picked it up from a neighbor. And let's see, I've got to figure out somewhere to stash some fuchsia. I think that I'll probably move one or two of these pots, maybe these two, and put some fuchsia in there. What else? I think that's it. We can check out the greenhouse real quick. Oh, let's see, what have I got here? These are perennial poppies that I got from the same person that gave me goosenecks. I'm pretty sure these are Spanish bluebells, so I ripped these out of the ground, put them into pots, and with bases so they can't reseed to make sure that they're Spanish bluebells, but if they are, I will burn them alive. Bunching onions from last year. Let's see what else. All right, so in here we have cabbages and broccoli I've neglected so far. Romaine is looking very nice, yes. Various kinds of arugula with this one monster arugula. I don't know, it's like there's a body hiding under it or something. So lettuce starts ready to be planted. A nice ever-bearing strawberry I've got to get in there somewhere. This is the gooseberry that I'm so excited about. I'm going to try and get it to kind of like vine up through here maybe. All right, we've got a sun gold tomato that I purchased. The rest of my tomato starts are in the garage. A bunch of brassicas, kale, cabbage, broccoli. Honestly, it's getting to be like 70 degrees outside, so it's like 85 degrees in here, so those need to move outside like maybe tonight. I might just take them outside. Got some, I planted like tons of cilantro this year. I'm going to try and like keep it in the shade and keep it going. Maybe put some shade cloth over it, but all right. Quick update, I guess. I've got a thermostat hooked to a fan for cooling and a heater for heating, although it seems like maybe we're at the end of heating needs for the year. Obviously my greenhouse needs a lot of tidying, but this year I put a door on it. Last year it was the sheets from my wedding, just kind of like draped over. But I also needed to take off this extra layer of plastic because it got up to like 95 in there today. So I need to be able to open those windows up top. So until I make a fancy cover with like a snappable vent or something like that, that will be it. And welcome to gardening season.